Hello, it's a pleasure to be with you for my TBC Live broadcast. My name is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey, and this is my 397th live broadcast, folks. I'm three broadcasts away from 400 live broadcasts, and it's a lot of broadcasts, I know, but I've been consistently doing these broadcasts for over a year, practically every day. And that's what happens. That's the only reason how you get to this number, folks. If you're consistent. And that's the one thing that I'm going to talk about today. Okay. Now, folks. All right. Now, I want to first thank my lovely sweetheart, Merlene, for being here. She works with me so closely regarding helping people in need. And there's no one has a warmer heart than her. My two little ones are not with us today because they are out of town with some other family members. And but hopefully they will have them watching me wherever they at. If not, they'll catch it around. They'll catch me another time. But anyway, I really thank all the people who are here. And I see I saw when I was posting my link. When I was posting my link, I saw everyone in the live chat area, and it's so good to see my usual people that's here. Okay, and I even see a few new people here. Okay, now, folks, as you know, I'm one of the voices of TBC, of many voices around the world. I'm one of the leaders. People like to call me a great leader, main leader, wherever you want to call me. I'm just one of the voices of TBC, one of the leaders in the TBC community, and of many people, many voices of TBC. Um, you know, it's an honor to represent the Billion Coin. First of all, it's truly an honor to represent the Billion Coin. I personally myself, I don't take the Billion Coin lightly. I realize it's an awesome opportunity, and even more so, folks, admin sees that I see that it's an awesome opportunity. But do everyone out there see how awesome it really is? Okay? And that's going to be pertain to my subject today, calling consistency. All right, now, and I'll be with you just a minute, tonight, just a minute. Anybody else want to join my panel, please do so. I put the link up, okay? All right, now, let me go to the blog right now. I haven't gotten it up yet. I don't think I have it up yet, but I will have it up. Hold on just a moment. Okay, share screen. Okay, now, what you're looking at is a lot of my broadcasts that's already scheduled for upcoming broadcasts. I always do that, be ahead of schedule here. Okay, all right. Now we are showing the blog is coming up now. Okay, and the first thing up here says nothing trumps determinations, and I mean nothing. This was a broadcast, it looks like it's in Africa, by one of our people, and that's his 85th live broadcast. It says, nothing trumps determinations, and I mean nothing. Okay? Great broadcast, folks. If y'all haven't seen, it's a great broadcast. And this is, I'm sure, is my brother Darren Haywood. I'm not going to click on it because I know what it is. It says you only need to assign 2 members to cover your monthly admin fee. And I have talked about that before myself. And this was yesterday. Actually, this is scheduled today. It says, who is admin and what does admin want? Okay, folks, I believe this was Randy's yesterday, because Randy did his 234th live broadcast, which was actually a wonderful broadcast. He does some incredible broadcasts, folks. Thank you, Brother Randy. Okay. And it says it's a detailed discussion about the new admin fee. And this was by, I believe, one of our female broadcasters in Bangladesh. Everybody's doing a wonderful job. And this is another one that says how to pay the TBC 8 grains admin fee in your TBC account. Okay. One of our great brothers in Bangladesh. The Bangladesh community is being recognized on the blog on a regular basis because admins see the work that they're doing. And you know this is yours truly, me, yesterday, which is my 396 broadcast, where I talked about being a participant. And this one, I'm going to tell you, I knew admin would put this up here fast because this was up maybe a good 3 to 4 hours after I had already presented it. It was already up there. It was already on the blog. And because it's truly, we got too many spectators, people watching and seeing what all us broadcasters are doing and all the other people that's going to communities doing. They're just watching and asking us what's new in TBC instead of them being a true participant. So we can quickly grow our community to 1 billion members. And this is Redemption is talking about, this is another broadcast, but talking about will be activated. And this is the Redemption Month, folks. This is Redemption Month. And speaking of redemption, let's do something right here. Let's go in the Kringle Cash back office. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. It should have the redemption ready activated. It should be there. And this is I'm gonna just go over this very quickly because I'm not gonna make this out of a broadcast talking about this subject. But let's go to Cooking Rewards. Let's see if it's showing activated. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind people seeing my cookies because I do have quite a bit of folks. See, I did not press the redemption button last redemption period. See, I have a lot of TBC coin, folks. That's something that I got to do every single time. I don't mind doing it every time, but I have done it every time. But it's the first one I ever missed, and I did it on purpose because I had plenty. My Merlene and I we have a lot of TBC coin. It just takes a while to load, but folks, please recognize all these headings here of your Kringle Cash back office, dashboard, send button meetings, and these are drop-down menu, rewards, broadcast, marketing, testimonies, info, education, contest, account, and help desk. Okay, it's taking quite a bit of time to load today. I don't know if they're working on it or what, but it's taking longer than usual. It'll come up just a moment. But while that's loading, I will go back to the blog. Okay, I believe we covered everything. I think some of these other ones here I covered yesterday, if I recall. Oh, it's taking a time to load today. Okay, well, while that's loading, I'm going to, while that's loading, folks, I'm going to come out of this live, this screen sharing for just a minute and talk to you about what I want to talk to you about today. Okay? All right. You know, yesterday I talked about not being a spectator, instead of being be a participant and not a spectator like you see on the blog. But folks, you know, what's just so important is that we as a member, we as members of TBC, you know, we have to be more consistent, you know. And what I mean in this sense of being consistent, I mean, and not just being consistent in doing broadcasts like you see me and several other Bangladesh Christine Tangway, and just everybody out there, Randy, everybody. I'm not talking about broadcast, although it could pertain to broadcasters or people becoming broadcasters or what. But what I'm talking about is being consistent and growing our membership. And why would I talk about that? Think about that for a moment. Why would I talk about us being consistent as members? Well, one reason is because we know that all of us have our own daily lives, correct? And sometimes we may get so busy in other things, other facets of our life, other things in our life. But sometimes you really have to put building our community as a priority. You see what I'm saying? Because, folks, all I can think about for me, all I can think about is that people are starving out there. People are not getting their needs met, not getting proper food, not proper water, clean water, not getting proper medicine, not proper clothing, not proper housing, not proper education. And I could go on and on and on. These are necessities of poverty. These are necessities of poverty. So if we as TBCians are not consistent, that's the key word now today, consistency. If we're not displaying consistency, then we're going to be slow like a turtle in building you know how slow a turtle moves with its 2 feet, his 2 front feet and 2 behind feet? You know, you know how slow or a snail moves? That's not what TBC administration wants of us. We want to move fast, as in fast duplication, folks. We have to encourage fast duplication. Do you know admin have said, and folks, I got to remind y'all this because sometimes I think we forget it. Hasn't admin said more than one time in the blog that they want us at 1 billion members by this year of 2019? Now, for me, I was thinking 2020, but admin says 2019. And this is the 1st of May, May 1st, 2019 today. April and the rest of the months before are already gone in 2019, never to be seen again. So think about how important us as members need to be consistent in our daily activities of the Billion Coin. Think about what that really involves. And in case some of you don't know what that involves, and I'm not talking about necessarily everybody not knowing this here in the chat room, I'm talking about people that may be seeing this broadcast later, because it's very possible, it's a very good chance it will wind up on the blog. Think about this. And this talks about kind of what I was talking about yesterday about being a participant. If we got as many people participating in growing our community and staying unified and us staying in line, I promise you we can get to 1 billion members. We can get to 1 billion members only if we are consistent. Consistent. That means doing something, the same thing over and over. It's almost like our 4th campaign where we get residual income, passive residual income that came out. You do something once and it happens over and over again each month. But I'm talking about a little bit more than that. I'm talking about us being consistent daily. We used to say in the old business that I used to have, if you're not if you're not doing money-making activities, you're not making any money. You see what I'm saying? We used to say that in an old business I used to do many years ago. If you're not doing income-producing activities, you're not making any income. Being a broadcaster is just one way to be consistent, folks. Admin want us to encourage fast duplication. And I know that firsthand. If we're not if we're not encouraging, we need to be saying that in our broadcast. Do you realize that? You need to be encouraging fast duplication. It's just like a person doing the rapid rewards. A person getting two, and then those two each getting two, and then on, and then on, and then on. You see? Because if that's happening, essentially, that 8 grains of gold that you're paying every month is going to be paid for. If everybody is getting 2, 3, or 4, everybody's monthly 8 grains of gold fee will be paid, admin fee will be paid for. So, what are other ways you can be consistent? If you happen to be out, you may strike a conversation with a citizen in your area. Find out something about them. They're sure they're gonna want to ask you something about you, and that's when you talk a little about the billion coin. And don't tell them too much because you may confuse them. You know, it is so many ways for us to be consistent in the billion coin, but it's the main attention that admin really wants is us to be focusing on building the community right now, folks. We are when admin says we're in a distribution phase, admin means it. That's the bulk of our focus need to be right now is in the distribution phase of TBC. I'm letting you know that now. And y'all gonna see for those broadcasters that's joining me in my broadcast meeting next Monday, I'm letting you know that's gonna be the gist of what we're gonna talk about. I know admin wants this, folks. I'm letting you know that. Admin wants us to grow our community and focus here on the distribution phase. So I'm letting y'all know. I'm letting you know. If you don't believe me, go ask Mr. Mbe Derek what I'm saying. He knows. He knows like I know. Go ask Mr. Simone or Christine Tangway, you know, or Mr. Farhan. Ask any of those broadcasters, Mr. Sharif Khan. Ask any of the broadcasters how important it is for us to grow this community and see what they say. I guarantee you one thing that everyone's going to say, everybody's going to all agree on that, how important it is for us to grow it. So, folks, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this subject. I just wanted let us be more consistent in growing our community. You know, it's amazing how fast we were growing back in 2017. When we first hit a million members, we were growing so fast. If we were only moving at that frequency, we got to get going. We got to put our foot on the gas. We got to grow this community like it was like never before. And you know, the way I see it, folks, we got to grow this. Do you realize how important what I'm getting at? Maybe y'all not seeing it. Maybe some of you not getting it. Just really getting it. We say it, but maybe you're not really getting it. How important it is for you to feed the hungry, to clothe the hungry. How many people can we give jobs to when we have got our billionth member? With all the other merchants over in the Philippines and other parts of Africa, that's some selling their products for 100% the billion coin, TBC, some doing part cash of their currency and TBC, giving you all kind of examples of how we're going to be using our coin. So how many people are ready to really go forward faster and get people plugged in? Why do you think admin came out with the Bitcoin bounty contest? The number one reason wasn't that you will get Bitcoin, folks. in case I need to correct you all. The number one reason is because we're in the distribution phase and admin's trying to ignite us to move faster. And admin says, okay, for those who are really working hard, we're going to compensate them with Bitcoin. We're going to give them money for doing what they're doing. Those that win it, that is. But admin went a step further in the beginning of April, the first week of April, and said, okay, we're going to institute something we never did in the Bean Coin, and so we're going to institute passive residual income. So you got to ask yourself a question. What does admin have to do to get us moving? Admin has given us everything we need to exercise or encourage fast duplication, folks. We just can't move like a snail or a turtle. I believe, if I'm right about that, I believe the cheetah is the fastest animal on earth, to my knowledge, if I'm right about this. Moves like maybe 50 to 65 miles an hour running. That's fast for something that's an animal. All I'm just saying to you folks, TBC admin wants us to move fast. Not just faster, fast. Encourage fast duplication. And being a distributor. Isn't that what we all are right now as members? Isn't that one of your correct roles to be a distributor because we're in this distribution phase? But now we're in redemption month. We're in redemption month right now. This is a great month to get people involved. Great month to make even extra income. So it's up to you now, folks. It's up to all of us. All right now, folks. Okay, so I'll bring in Mr. Farhan. How are you doing, Mr. Farhan? You can unmute yourself now if you want to.
Today I am very very fine, sir. My new business platform starting is last 30 April. Today I am selling is higher selling. Now today is very happy, sir.
Yeah, that's fine. Great, great, great. Keep doing your broadcast. Just exercise
Uh,
the things I talked about today and being
uh,
consistent.
this month is also redemption. I think redemption is correct date is last 10 button meeting. You can redemption submit it.
Hmm.
A
Yes,
lot of I
yes.
think
Hmm.
many people join this month.
Yes, yes. This should be a month where more people will join because TBC. But it only would happen if we're all consistent. And because this is redemption month, and this is whatever you can tell your new people, this is a great month in TBC. So this is redemption month. But make sure you clarify what redemption is. It's not for people to cash out their TBC. It's to turn their cookies, which is a point system, into crinkles into TBC in your TBC wallet. Just make sure people clarify out there. And also, folks, is one other thing I want to point out, and that is don't press the send button. Don't press the redemption button now. And what I'm gonna do, I'm going to show what I was trying to show you all. Hold on just a moment. You know, y'all know what this is because y'all may have seen it before. Hold on just a moment. All right. Okay, folks. This is, yes, you see it, 862 million cookies, folks. That's a lot of cookies, right? That's going to all the send button meetings and doing broadcast daily. That's what it'll bring you. Okay, let's keep going. You see everything here, basic member cookie rewards with the broadcasters billionaire cookie rewards. You may see a few differences there. That was our holiday promotion. Let me just see, redeem now. There it is, folks. It's there now. That's the button. Notice that you cover over it. You're only supposed to press it once, but do not press that button. Tell your people, don't be too hesitant. Don't be too premature in pressing that button now. Wait till maybe the last week of redemption. Go to that send button meeting that last Monday of this month. If you're doing broadcasts every day, you may want to get in a few broadcasts that week before you press the button. Because you know you're getting a million cookies, right? Okay, just want to point that out. Do not press this button yet. Okay? All right? Do not press it yet. All right. Okay, let me come out of that. Okay. All right, folks. I think I made my point about being consistent today, folks. I don't want to drive that too much and beat it in the ground, so to speak. It's just that I'm just telling you some things that I know admin really wants us to do. I just want us to do more building our community. Okay. All right. Has anyone got any questions before I end today? You know, some people here will be doing their broadcast today. I know that Darren Haywood will be because he does his daily. Okay. Darren, one of my TBCNs thought redemption was only one day. Wow. That kind of shows how plugged in that TBCN is in. TBCN has never ever been one day in TBC ever since its existence. I can tell you that for a fact. It's never been one day. It's always been 1 month, folks. Always been 1 month. You know, I'm thinking maybe I need to do that little quiz type thing I used to do when I hit my every three. I don't know if I do it in my 300th, but I know I did my 1 and 200th broadcast. see what people really know in TBC. Because if someone that thought redemption is 1 month, as Darren just said in the chat area, my God, they're not really plugged in. They're not reading the blog. They're not even, I don't know what's happening. I've never heard that one before. That's wow. Mm. Yes, Darren will be doing his. He put his time up at his time, but I get notifications. That's when I know Darren. When you subscribe to what person YouTube channel and click that bell is designed to notify you up to about 20 to 30 minutes before it starts. Okay. Thank you, TB Scott, for being here. Thank you so much. All right, folks. I'm done pretty much. Like I said, let us be consistent in building our community. We talked about being unified. We talked about being aligned. We talk about those things. But one thing that we're not as great in being consistent. In order to engage fast duplication, you got to be consistent, right? Okay. All right, folks. That pretty much would do it for me today. I'll be back with you all tomorrow. And I'd like to thank Ollie for being here. And thank you, Merlene, for always supporting me. My loved one is always here. And I'll be talking to you very soon. And everybody have a great day. This is Stephen Cuffey signing out for my 397 live broadcast. And I just ask all of you, okay, today is Wednesday. On Saturday, it should be my 400th live broadcast this Saturday. It'll actually be Darren Haywood's Sunday because he's like a dear head, exactly a dear head of me. So get everybody, invite people, let them know that I'm doing my 400 broadcast that day. I really want everyone there, okay? And one last thing I'm letting you know as the days approach, next Monday, when I do my broadcasters meeting, 30 minutes before all the send button meetings, one half an hour before, we're going to need a lot of broadcasters there because TBC admin will be there in the chat room and going to have some things to offer us. And when admin is there, people need to be there. But you got to be a broadcaster, okay, to be present in a broadcasters meeting. All right, you all have a great day, folks. And I will see you all tomorrow. Peace, everybody.